It's not uncommon to associate financial planning with fear, trepidation around the markets, and something that can be put off until tomorrow. But our next guest says it doesn't need to be that way. Randy Hux is the founder and president of Hux Capital Management and joins us now. Good morning, Randy. How are you doing this morning?
Great, Elliott. Thanks for having me. I look forward to our conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure our viewers are going to be much better off for hearing this information directly from an expert. So what common fears do clients have about financial planning and how do you address them?
Yeah, I appreciate the question. It's a really important one because, a lot of people come to us afraid that they're going to run out of money. And they're worried that they maybe made a mistake or chose somebody that really hasn't helped them throughout their life. And in management of their portfolios or what have you. And we get it, it's emotional. It's very emotional. I mean, this is what they've worked very hard for. And our job is really just to turn that uncertainty into some clarity and into options and solutions. And so we really walk through the whole picture of what their income needs are, what their taxes are, what their risk levels are. And we really give them a plan with options and solution of a variety of things that they can understand and feel really confident in. And that's really where our starting point is, and to listen to them, to find out what their fears are, to understand them, and then to be able to have something, that gives them flexibility and options for success in the future.
Clearly, one of the things that you guys do there, and you yourself, Randy, is the personal touch. So how do you reassure clients who are maybe a little bit skeptical about the financial industry?
Yeah, don't blame them. I was actually a client before I got into this industry, and I'm one of the few guys in the field, and probably in the country, that have actually been a client prior to being an advisor. And I was also a CPA prior to doing all this. So I was living my dream prior to 2008, which is when I entered this industry. And, my money was being mismanaged, and I was told really just to kind of hang in there. And, I didn't understand really, because I wasn't an advisor. I didn't understand what that really meant. And it just meant to buy and hold. And so when I decided that I had to walk away from my dream, then I said, well, you know what? I want to build a firm with the opposite model that's transparent, that has zero pressure, where I can employ like fiduciary duty to really do what's in the client's best interest and to be very proactive in what we do. And so that's really what we built here, to make sure that clients are skeptical about about this financial industry, that they see us completely and totally different than other traditional firms that typically just buy and hold.
Yeah, with regards to some clients, what is the worst case scenario when it comes to financial planning, and how do you mitigate those risks?
The worst case scenario really is having a plan that really, if everything doesn't go perfectly, you're in trouble. And so that's like taking one road. But we create many roads of success for people because we know that life changes, right? So there are a lot of things to consider when we're truly doing retirement planning. And there's a lot of things to look at when you're looking for somebody that can help you with retirement planning. Are they a licensed fiduciary? Do you respect them? Are you hearing things that are different in nature, right? So the things that we do that are different, our team does, and we do a great job of it, I think. I think our team has been fantastic at it. We want to make sure that you're not 100% exposed to the market. We want to make sure that you have some built-in protection, some diversification. We're going to make sure your portfolio is rebalanced. We're going to give you some guaranteed income tools if you need that. We're going to help you with estate and tax planning like you have not seen anywhere else, I can promise you. And in the end, we're going to keep you from running out of money, because that truly is the worst case scenario, is in financial planning, is having a plan where your clients could possibly run out of money. We don't ever want our clients to be faced with that. So we provide them with options and different roads to get there.
Yeah, Randy, fascinating information and really interesting insight into how you came about doing this. So thank you for your time this morning. Really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you, Elliott.
That's a pleasure. To connect with Randy and his team at Hux Capital and to learn more about how they can help your financial future, just visit huxcapitalmanagement.com.